Come with me and my African-American husband to get married in Nigeria. He is from Tennessee and I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. And as my parents would say, I am Nigerian before I am anything else. So this was very important for me to do our traditional wedding in the village. And as much as it's important to me, he was also very, very adamant about going because he wanted to meet my family in the village and also just experience the culture that we do here in its true authenticity. Here we are just prepping for the trip. This is the day of, so we had to wrap all of these Hennessy bottles in cognac because my father, who's already in Nigeria, requested that he bring 6 bottles of brown liquor to present to my uncles and the elders in the village. And I just want to give a quick shout out to my fiance because this process has not been easy at all, but he has been so welcoming towards the entire thing. The morning of, my brothers and one of my best friends came over to help us prepare to leave. I'm super excited that we got the chance to do this, and this is us on the way to the airport, just literally being cutesy. As always, the Houston International Airport is pretty busy, but we made it just in time. This was also our first time flying business class together. We flew with Lufthansa, so we were in the United Polaris lounge, and let me tell you guys, this experience was truly a 10 out of 10. You truly don't get to experience these things in economy. Like, this really tells you that we need to step our money up so we can do this every single time. But this was perfect to fly international. We had plenty of drinks, plenty of food. This salmon was bomb, 10 out of 10. We went back like 15 times just to get more. I'm sure the people there thought me and my fiance had the biggest backs in the world, but I do not care. Yes, I wear my big back proudly. While we waited for our flight, I decided to do my press-on nails because I knew I was going to get my nails done again in Lagos, Nigeria. So I just wanted to have press-ons for the village, and this was perfect. Eventually they called us and we went to the bathroom to take some cutesy pics together. But let me tell you guys more about this experience. Why were we the only 2 black people in the entire business class? Like, we as a collective in a community, we need to be richer together, okay? Not one person make it to the top and everybody's still in economy. Never mind that. The vibes were great. There was so much space. The view was beautiful. I got to watch the sun go down as we went up into the sky. It was wonderful. We had drinks, champagne. I woke up to eat dinner and watch TV, and then I went back to sleep. I literally slept 9 out of the 10 hours that it took to get to Germany. And guess what? Your girl also woke up with no back pain. Like, is this the luxury that I've been missing out on? But anywho, we made it to Germany, and then we took another direct flight straight to Lagos. And to our surprise, they left our luggages in Germany, so we celebrated New Year's in the same clothes as the night before. We checked into our hotel and ended up receiving our bags the very next day, but we made the best of it because it was New Year's and we got to spend it together. The very next day, we picked up our bags from the airport. Thank you, Jesus, because I was starting to have a panic attack, but we had a really nice meal and just spent the rest of the night being grateful. We spent an extra day in Lagos for no reason, but it was meant to be. We ended up heading out to PH the next day. And from PH, we head to the village for our traditional wedding. So you guys stay tuned for the next vlog, okay? Bye. Hey friends, welcome to part 2 of getting married to my American husband in Nigeria. We finally made it to PH, and then we had a long road trip to the village. Honestly, before we came on this trip, I prayed and prayed and prayed to God that this trip would flow smoothly, and honestly, it was the best experience of my entire life. I haven't been back to the village since I was 6 years old, and I am now 26. It's one thing to come back to a place that you haven't visited in a long time, and it's another thing to come back with your fiance who's never been to Africa in general. So a huge part of my prayers was him to have the best experience as well. As soon as we got there, we had a big family reunion where all the other members of my family came to visit us and say hello. As soon as I landed, my mom was just so happy to see me. She brought me pepper soup, and first thing the next morning, I had to get my hair done. I decided to go with a natural look. I really didn't want to do like a frontal or anything in the village because it was really hot. My hairstylist did such an amazing job. My hair was slick literally the entire day and night. If you know the village, you know that that is just insane. Next thing up on the list was makeup. This was the second thing we did this morning, and honestly, my makeup came out exactly as I imagined. If you're looking for people to do your makeup or hair in Umuahia, just check out Snow Signature or Pressy Berry Makeup on Instagram. They did a 10 out of 10 job, y'all. This was the back of my hair. We completely improv this hairstyle, and I fell in love with it. I'm gonna tell you guys a big reason why I had the best experience with my wedding was because I didn't plan any of it. The only thing I had to figure out was my hair and makeup and outfit for both me and my fiance, and my family did the rest. And now that I'm planning my American wedding, it is just so crazy and hectic. I completely understand why people just elope and run away to go get married, because the marriage is really the most important thing. But back to the traditional wedding, the videographer and the photographer showed up, and we took so many beautiful pictures and videos. There he goes throwing up the noob sign. My bestie and her husband pulled up to support support us, and it was just such a fun day. They were just hyping us up and recording everything for us. Right after the marriage rites ceremony, we took a bunch of pictures with my parents and all of my uncles and the elders. It was truly just such a heartwarming experience. And honestly, I think my husband even had more fun than me. Like, everyone kept saying that he was Nigerian, and I was like, no, he's from Tennessee. And they're like, no, he's Nigerian. The whole thing was just super cute, and he meshed so well with my family. This was him after the wedding when we were winding down, and he taught all of my little cousins how to play Uno, and they fell in love with him. Like, they still message him on Facebook to this day, and this is 2 months later. I can't wait to show you guys the full video whenever I get it. After playing with the kids, we went to Oriyama, which is a local festival in our village, but stay tuned for part 3. Bye! Hey friends, welcome to part 3 of getting married to my African-American husband in Nigeria. Anybody close to me knows that I've been waiting my entire life to find my husband. This man is the man of my dreams, and I waited my whole life to do the wine carrying ceremony, and it was the best day of my life. When it came time for my dad to officially give me away, just know the tears were flowing, especially as a last-born and daddy's girl. I'm so grateful that we decided to come here and do our traditional wedding. The very next day, we decided to go around to different villages to visit family and some of my aunts and uncles that also flew into Nigeria for the season. It was such a blessing to watch how my husband experienced Nigeria and how everyone accepted him. After that day, we also attended my cousin Nama's wedding, and honestly, she was the most beautiful bride. She did both her white and traditional wedding on the same day. As you can see me here in the front, I got to be a part of her wedding, and also was very, very hot. As you can see, my fiance was sweating like a bull. We all just had the best time literally celebrating love, like 2 weddings back to back. Come on, guys. My family is blessed. I also spent a lot of time with family that I haven't seen since I was a kid. So honestly, just going back to Nigeria in general, it's just so fun and peaceful and relaxing. It's truly just no stress and all vibes. The last days we spent in the village was literally just my fiance, well really now my husband, playing with all of the kids and teaching them new games every single day. These kids would come to our room at 7 a.m. sharp every morning to come outside and play, and just listen to how much fun everyone was having. See this small girl even acting like my husband is her man. Like, I truly had to share him with everyone in that village. She's even eyeing me like I'm the one interrupting. After my fiance experienced Nigeria for the first time, he said that he wants to come back every single December. Not even to Lagos, because we went to Lagos, specifically to the village. He wants to come here every year. That's how much he enjoyed it. Finally, it was time to go to Lagos and experience a little bit of enjoyment. But on the way out, the kids gave us these letters. In these letters, they said, "I will miss you, Uncle Rex," and I literally cried. But stay tuned for my Lagos vlogs. Bye! Hey friends, welcome to part 4 of getting married to my American husband in Nigeria. Me and my fiance flew into Nigeria to do our traditional wedding in the village, and then we spent another week in Lagos. Even though I came to Lagos last December, this time was such a different experience with my husband. It definitely gave touristy vibes because we did a whole bunch of activities this time around. The first stop we made was to the tailor, and let me tell you guys, this is my girl. She made all 3 of our outfits, mine and my husband's included. We landed in Lagos first, so we picked these up before going to the village. We came back the second time to do fittings for our pre-wedding photo shoot and just other things that we needed the outfits for, but I just wanted to show you guys this because you guys cannot see the outfit yet. After trying on many outfits and the electricity going out a couple of times, we decided to pick up food on the way back to the hotel. We finally checked in, and oh my gosh, I love this hotel. We ended up staying at Lagos Continental, and this is just a tour from the bathroom. You can literally see into the room from here. The bathroom is just aesthetically, I love aesthetically pleasing, okay? So this is where we will be staying for the next 6 days. We pulled up and just kind of settled in, took a shower, child. Like, Nigeria was hot, so you just gotta freshen up at least 4 times a day. We decided to spend the rest of our evening just exploring the hotel's amenities. We went to the gym to just play around and see what we would like to do, and we did not work out, not even one time. Like, I don't even know what we were thinking. I am not a worker outer on vacation, okay? After that, we headed up to the rooftop to eat dinner, and it was just such a vibe. The lights, the music, the food was 10 out of 10. Then we started day 2. Oh my gosh, this vlog is moving quick. We got the package with Lagos Continental that offers complimentary breakfast every single morning the entire 6 days, because I just felt like it would be so stressful to think about what I was going to eat every single morning. All we did this day was literally eat breakfast, and then we slept the entire day and decided to go out to eat at midnight. We found this restaurant that was open for 24 hours. So we just had a couple of drinks, and I got this catfish pepper soup that was literally a 10 out of 10. Day 3 is where we got into our little tourist bag. Look at how cute my husband is. I love him. We decided to try out the Lucky Conservation Center. I saw so many videos about this place on TikTok, so I was like, yep, this is where we're going. The weather was so perfect this day. Like, it wasn't that hot, and I wore a full face of makeup, y'all, and I didn't sweat it off, so that tells you something. The conservation center is basically known for its wildlife. They have these wild monkeys that kind of just jump around, and while you're walking through the forest, it literally goes higher and higher and higher. I think the highest point was 73 feet. This was my first glimpse at the monkey. We were literally just taking in the views. And then the monkeys came out and started boxing each other. Like, this was just primetime entertainment. We kind of just sat and watched them jump around for a bit. And then I took some content and then watched them eat some more. So after we were on the first level, we started climbing up. And these ropes were honestly so freaking scary. Like, they literally shake. And I guess that's the excitement about it, is that you feel like you're about to die. But like the brave girl I am, we continued to go until the point of no return. As you can see, the sign says. And we were honestly on top of the forest. Like, as you can see, we were looking over everything. And there was this group in front of us that were chanting as we were going, and it was just kind of scary and slightly motivating. So I don't know, but we completed it and we made it back to the ground. I had Five Alive that I honestly remember from my childhood, and he had this little smoothie thing, and we just saw the monkeys on the way out. Stay tuned for part 5. Bye. I fear after my last few vlogs, my American husband isn't beating the Nigerian allegations at all. Come with me and my American husband to explore Nigeria. I really didn't know what to expect when I was gonna bring him here, but he absolutely surpassed my expectations. He blended in so well, and my family loved him. Like, they still reach out to him to this day. A lot of you want us to do an ancestry DNA test, and honestly, I wanted to do that too, just because he really does look African. I'm even being accused of being the American one, which is so funny to me. This is your reminder that you can and will receive the man that God has for you. But while we were here in Lagos, we just decided to explore a little bit. We went to the movies this day and we met up with my friends for dinner. The very next day, we had plans to do our pre-wedding photo shoot. Y'all, I do not play about my wedding, so I wanted the best of the best. Before I came to Nigeria, I booked all of the vendors that I really wanted to use. I used Lefa Beauty on my face, and she did such an amazing job. I also used Styled by Duper on my hair. Also an amazing job. 10 out of 10. I can't wait for you guys to see my pictures. They're literally so perfect. This is just a little sneak peek because we haven't officially posted our pictures yet. This is Topher Tony. He tied my gele for the photo shoot, and he also supplied my wedding jewelry. After the shoot, we decided to go explore some more and get something to eat. We ended up going to this place. I forgot the name of it, but I'll post it in the comments when I figure it out. But it was so beautiful. And honestly, I'm the type of girl that loves an empty restaurant. It truly ends up feeling like the place was booked out for you. The drinks were 10 out of 10, and honestly, the flies kept trying to chew our food, so we had to go inside. Another thing I realized while in Nigeria is that a lot of the establishments are owned by foreigners. But anywho, we had some drinks, ate some salads because we had a big appetizer, and then we went home to change and went out that same night with our friends. The nightlife in Nigeria is so fun. It's truly one of the highlights of Lagos. My husband is naturally a grandpa, so the fact that we were out till almost 6 in the morning was absolutely insane. But absolutely no regrets. We club hopped around 3 times, and then we ended up at a strip club. God knows how we ended up there, but it was something. Honestly, the way we moved that night was more than enough for me. That was the only night we truly went out to clubs, and then the rest of the trip we were inside. And thank you to all of my new followers. I'm so grateful you guys are loving the series. I told myself this year I was going to share my life and become a content creator, and here I am doing the thing, so stay tuned for the next vlog.